Another absolute Batman issue has come out, and like I've said before, this series really does get better with each issue that comes out. But we're going to just dive right into the whole issue, so there will be spoilers because there's a lot going on in here, and we're picking up with the fight. It's 1v5 against all the Robins, which is pretty insane, and Batman just goes straight for it. Like he doesn't really, he's not intimidated at all. He has like this weapon right here. I'm not sure what that's really called, but it looks cool. I really like this look of him buffing up before the fight. And we actually get to see how strong he really is because he goes and hits, I think this is Robin 5, but this is Jason Todd. And he hits him and he almost goes like all the way through his armor. Like look at that. He could have killed him if he went a little bit harder on it. And then they ended up knocking him into a building, and this is Robin 1, Dick Grayson, and as we know, he's a medical, or what is he? He's an EMT, I think. And he tells us that Batman's probably has broken bones and needs medical attention. And he comes out busting out of the building again. And he's kind of just showing, he's kind of showing them why he's Batman. And I think it's funny because I just want to show this line. Before they started the fight, they're trying to remind him, they're like, he's just a man. But so far, it does seem like he has some kind of powers, even in this fight. But right here in this panel, we see that Batman starts placing down some bombs on Dick Grayson's the R1. I think this is Jason Todd's R5. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And they end up firing EMPs to take out Batman's comms. But that doesn't really affect Batman too much. He keeps going, and he ends up laying out traps to take out Jason Todd's bike. So he ends up exploding off of it, and and then here we get another one. I think it's really hard for me to tell. I actually think. Sorry, I got lost in it. I actually think the guy on the bike was Tim Drake, and I think Jason Todd is actually still in his mech. It does get a little confusing because they're in the mechs and they're popping out of the mechs too at the same time. So I think that's Tim Drake who popped out on the bike, and this is Jason Todd watching them because he's the one who turns around. Because I'm pretty sure it's Jason Todd who levels the building, trying to take down Batman. I'm not sure why he took down the entire building, but he just went off. And I actually really liked Harley Quinn in this fight. It kind of showed me a lot. This might be crazy to say, but I wouldn't mind if Harley became a Robin because she's actually providing really good backup to Bruce in this. Honestly, I would say she gave him better backup than Alfred did in this fight because Alfred's the one who's telling him to leave, to not engage. But right here we get a little panel that says from Deathstroke saying that Batman has someone on his team that he knows well. And I don't know if we got it the reveal before that Deathstroke and Alfred knew each other and they're kind of like after each other, because I don't know why this doesn't feel like a reveal to me. I feel like I already knew that. So that's why I'm trying to say I can't remember if it was revealed before or in Arc M too, maybe. But right here, as I'm saying, how Harley Quinn provides really good backup. She sends in these drones. They're bat drones, and they end up crowding up all the Robins. Like they're blocking their vision, and in all the chaos, Bruce reaches for one, and even right here, I like how it's worded as it says she lifts him from the rubble. The comms go back up, and so I talk to him. And I like how he says that somehow I get the sense that he still can't hear me. And I like just the thought of Bruce just in silence flying off in the night like that. I can't believe Bruce just won the 1v5. Because, like I said, uh, Harley Quinn gave good backup, but this is really it. She got him out of it, but he did most of the fight, and he was really good. And this is another flashback of Bruce working with Falcone. This is kind of like this background storyline has been going on since the Bane arc, so it's kind of hard to not hard to follow. But if you haven't been reading every single issue, you probably don't really remember this too much. So I won't spend too much time on that. But here we get Jim Gordon's funeral, which is really awesome. I like the effect on Barbara Gordon's eyes, that it looks like she's been crying a lot. I also noticed that this place is packed. Like there's people here. There's even people off on the sides. And then I think there's people in the front around her too. But there's a lot of people here. And we can see there's Waylon, Harvey, and Riddler, and Ozzy. I can't remember Riddler's name as right now. But for but just in case, we got Croc, Two-Face, Riddler, and Penguin. I think it's really cool that they're all here and they're all still hanging out. Unfortunately, Bruce is still alone. And the Robins actually come up to Barbara to talk to her. And I really like that she tells them that her father wouldn't approve of what they're doing. I'm really glad it was said, because what they're doing is kind of too much. That was a lot of damage. And they didn't even bring in Batman. It wasn't even successful. I like this shot of like the original street crew right here, but now they're kind of transformed, and they're having like one of their old conversations that they used to have. It kind of reminds me of their talk at the poker table, as they kind of talk about what to do next and how they're feeling too, because they can tell that they're different people now. As Penguin goes on and he says that their old selves are dead and they should be buried next to Gordon, which is an insane line. But Penguin actually is the one who names everyone right here in this panel, because he tells everyone what their names should be. And I'm pretty sure they're going with it. And we also see right here that Penguin starts lifting up the pendant that they got for Waylon that suppresses it. And when it's not touching his skin, he immediately starts turning back. So that's pretty interesting. That means if you take that off of him, he might go back to full Killer Croc. So he's probably going to come back for sure. Like I said, this is a beefy issue. There's so much going on in here. And I just wanted to say how Bruce is standing out here. Like, we all know he's Batman, that's why he's doing that. But if I saw someone doing that, I'd be concerned that they're thinking about jumping. I don't know why his boss plays it off so, like, he doesn't really care. He's just like, engineers always in their head. Like, that's such a ridiculous way to excuse this. But here we see that someone puts down their safety helmet and they walk out on the beam and they say, "Hello, Bruce." And we get the reveal that it's Jack Grimm. The Joker has introduced himself to Bruce. I actually thought this wasn't going to be coming for at least another 10 issues. I thought they're going to build it up to a huge moment, but no, they just did it. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like kind of a symbolism thing, but I like how Bruce is out here with his hard hat. And Jack Grimm, he makes like a point to take it off before he walks out there. So I think that's kind of like trying to imply that even if he falls, nothing's going to happen to him. I think that's what the helmet taking off thing is supposed to mean. But right here, you guys see we get a lot of good stuff in this part. As they finally confront each other, I wish I can have you guys hear how I read his voice, because it's like I read his voice very calm, but kind of like creepy calm. Like in a way that he's in control and that he knows everything. And right here we get the official confirmation. I mean, we knew this for a while, but Joker himself is saying that he's the one who made Batman, but he was just supposed to be a side project. But now he loves it, and he can't see his life without him anymore, and he wants to do this dance forever, and he's becoming obsessed with Batman just like the main timeline Joker is. But this one, of course, has a lot more powers as he starts turning. And Bruce tells him, "I'm not afraid of you." And he tries to scare him, and Bruce ends up falling off. And I liked how he laughs again at him in his face, because it's been stated before that nothing makes Joker laugh. The only thing that makes him laugh is Batman. And I really like how he grabs him and he pulls him up, and he tells him that he's not done with him. And he loves Batman so much that Batman's not ending on Bruce's terms, it ends on Joker's terms. And the issue ends with showing us that Clayface is starting to form into a fake Batman. And we all saw Absolute Clayface was actually revealed back when Bruce was stuck in Arkham. So we knew that he was already around, but now he's going to make his move finally. And of course, we know that Joker's got a lot planned for Bruce. He's going to be setting him up in different ways, because he just wants to mess with him pretty much. I'm not even sure how Bruce. I'm not even sure how Bruce is going to win against this Joker so far. But this was an amazing issue. Like I said, it gets better with each one. I was so excited to read this issue. I just kind of grabbed it and just bought my issues and left the store so I could go read it. Because I'm not really someone who buys like variants or multiple issues, but I kind of wish I picked up the one with Penguin on the cover too, because I liked the Penguin one. I just happened to get this one because I have Batman on my pull list, and this is the one that was there. But man, I should have gone back and grabbed the Penguin one. I really would have liked to have both of those. But anyways, I really enjoyed this issue a lot. Like I said, each issue gets better as the series goes on. I don't really rate issues individually because I rather rate stories as a whole, because it's easier to rank a character's entire storyline instead of like a small part like this. But I just want to say, like, so far every issue, if I had to rate it, it would be like a 10 out of 10 for single issues. They've just been so good, and how each one builds on top of the other. It's just been a good series. I've been enjoying it. This is definitely one of my favorite ongoing series. One of them. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.